Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, it's great to have you here on this fantastic Friday. I hope you've all had a great week, and I hope you're ready for a fantastic weekend as well. But guys, due to CinemaCon being on recently over in the US, we have so much movie news to talk about on the channel over the next day or two. And basically CinemaCon, for those of you who don't know, that's where all the movie industry gets together and they show off all the latest news regarding the movie industry and what's going on into the future with all the biggest movie franchises. But specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It's going to be a live-action adaptation of the Last Ronin comic book. If you don't know about the Last Ronin comic book, don't worry guys, we're going to dive into all the details in this video and break down what that story is about and what we can expect from this live-action adaptation Ninja Turtles movie. But anyway, this article comes to us from comicflicknews.com. So, that's a picture there from one of the comic covers of the Last Ronin. That shows you there one of the Ninja Turtles just going ham, just like, you know, slicing people up with his daggers. And man, this comic book run is so great. But like I said, we're going to get into all the details. I just wanted to show you that picture there, guys. So, Paramount developing an R-rated live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie based on the Last Ronin. Just that concept of an R-rated live-action Ninja Turtles movie, I mean, sign me up. I mean, imagine like you take all the Deadpool-isms, you know, the scenes from Deadpool where he's slicing people up with the sword and everything, but replace Deadpool with a Ninja Turtle, and I think we're onto a winner. But yeah, I'm so excited for that. So, amidst its animated endeavors, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchises venture back into live-action territory with an adaptation of The Last Ronin. Based on the five-issue comic series from October 2020 to April 2022, penned by franchise creators Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, this cinematic endeavor explores a bleak alternative future. So, this is what the actual story is about, for those of you who may not know. Set in a dark world where attempts at peace with the Foot Clan lead to tragic consequences. The Last Ronin follows Michelangelo as the sole survivor of his brothers and mentors. After years of solitude, Mikey emerges to seek vengeance and dismantle the Foot Clan once and for all. So it's set into the future where the other Ninja Turtles have been killed and Michelangelo is the last one left. He's called The Last Ronin. It's very dark, very tragic, very emotionally led story. And he goes on a revenge spree against the Foot Clan. Heart-pulling, kind of emotional-driven stories. And putting that on the big screen and adapting that could be absolutely incredible if it's done right. But they have to get those emotional elements right to make it compelling. But I'm sure that can be done. But man, if they do it right, it's going to be such a great movie, that's for sure. So again, guys, we've got another comic book cover here from The Last Ronin. This gives you a better indication of kind of what this, the tone of this kind of story looks like. So we've got one of the Ninja Turtles here in a really cool ninja costume. Not just the typical kind of bandana across the eyes, but really, really awesome ninja costume here with all these different weapons on his back. Really, really awesome. The Last Ronin, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. So, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Paramount has officially given the green light to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin, marking the franchise's first live adaptation aiming for an R rating. Yeah, I mean, in recent years, R-rated movies have done so good in the comic book kind of sphere. We've had Logan, that did incredible. We've had the Deadpool franchise, which has done amazing. And we've got Wolverine and Deadpool obviously coming up. That's going to be R-rated as well. I don't know if Blade is going to be R-rated, the new Blade movie that's coming in the MCU. But either way, like, there is a hunger and a desire amongst the movie fan base, you know, for R-rated comic book material, the more mature kind of take on these comic book icons. And this story is absolutely rife, you know, absolutely ripe for that kind of R-rated mature take. And I think a lot of people will really, really be excited by this announcement. So, where are we? The Last Ronin, marking the franchise's live adaptation, aiming for an R rating. Tyler Burton Smith, known for The Boy Kills World, takes the helm of the script, while Walter Hamada, under his 18Hz production banner, assumes production duties following his recent multi-year deal with the studio. So, The Last Ronin, a pivotal moment for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. It absolutely could be. If this movie comes out and it's kind of received like a Deadpool movie, like I said, you can just imagine the first Deadpool movie, but replace it with a turtle. That's basically what I'm envisioning. But if a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie can come out, be R-rated, and kind of get received really well, it could thrust this franchise into new heights of popularity that it's never seen before. So they really do need to get it right. But if they do, I think, you know, Ninja Turtles could just become even more popular than it's ever been. So let's hope that, you know, they can do it justice. In a curious turn of events, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, isn't just getting a big screen treatment. Black Forest Studios and THQ Nordic have also announced plans for a third-person action RPG game based on the comic. So when I read about this morning, the thing that I was envisioning with a third-person kind of Last Ronin game, you know, the Lord of the Rings games that came out recently, not recently, but Shadow of Mordor, that's what it's called. Imagine you had Shadow of Mordor, but replaced it with a turtle skin. So instead of a Lord of the Rings character, you had a Ninja Turtle, and instead of taking on orcs, you were taking on the Foot Clan, and you had that Nemesis system as well. I think that would be super fun, super compelling, and that would be great. Make it R-rated as well. Chopping limbs off with swords and, you know, katanas and knives and ninja, all kinds of ninja acrobatics. I mean, that would be so fun. The news of the R-rated live-action movie might raise eyebrows, especially since the franchise is still riding high on the success of 2023's Mutant Mayhem. By the way, guys, just as a side note, if you haven't seen Mutant Mayhem, I know it's an animated feature, and you might think, oh, it's just a movie for little kids. But seriously, if you haven't seen Mutant Mayhem, I really do recommend checking it out. It's so damn charming. And the animation is so great. It has that kind of comic book look animation to it, kind of cell shading. I don't know how to kind of describe it. But absolutely charming. It's such a fun movie. I really do recommend checking it out. It was better than it had any business being, in my opinion. But it really surprised me. So check it out, guys, if you haven't seen it. Where are we? With a sequel show and movie already in the pipeline for 2024 and 2026. So if you did enjoy Mutant Mayhem, we've got a movie, another movie, and a series coming, which is great to hear, respectively. The decision to pursue a darker approach for The Last Ronin comes as somewhat unexpected. But I think it's great. It's something that hasn't been done with the Ninja Turtles. When you go back to the very early rendition of the comic book characters of the Ninja Turtles, they were a lot darker, a lot grittier than what people have come to be used to when it comes to Ninja Turtles. So maybe they're going to go down that line a little bit. But definitely Ninja Turtles and R-rated. I mean, that sounds like a great combination. So despite its departure from traditional tone and format of the Ninja Turtle franchise, The Last Ronin holds a significant promise for success. Absolutely it does. The source material, which swiftly soared to bestseller status for IDW Publishing, garnered acclaim throughout 2023, including a spot in the top 5 for best-selling comics, particularly with its prequel sequel Lost Years. So critics and readers alike lauded The Last Ronin for its darker twist on the beloved property, its rich character development, making it one of the most well-received story arcs to date. Furthermore, The Last Ronin marks the first R-rated adaptation of the Ninja Turtles comics for the screen, breaking away from previous watered-down incarnations driven by merchandising concerns, drawing parallels to the success of Logan, which what we talked about earlier, you know, comic book movies with an R-rated mature kind of theme. They're more popular than they've ever been, especially with the Deadpool franchise kind of thrusting R-rated content, you know, making it more popular than it's ever been, which similarly which diverged from the typical tone of the X-Men franchise. There's precedent for The Last Ronin's departure resonating with audiences and achieving both critical and commercial acclaim. So yeah, this is really exciting news. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for a Last Ronin movie for years, and no one ever thought it was going to happen because the tone, like it says here in this article, the tone of The Last Ronin is so different from other Ninja Turtle kind of runs, comic book runs, and you know, animated features. It has so much more of a emotional, thrusting, darker, grittier tone than what we're used to from Ninja Turtles. So it was unlikely that they were ever going to do a Last Ronin movie. But the fact that it's live action and R-rated, that's, you know, two birds with one stone. I couldn't be more happy with this news. There's going to be a lot of Ninja Turtle fans out there who grew up in the 90s, you know, playing with Ninja Turtles, and this news is going to be absolutely mind-blowing to a lot of people out there. But guys, that's kind of where we are. So The Last Ronin R-rated live action is being greenlit, is coming, and I can't wait to see a trailer or a poster the first time they start the marketing hype. But this is great, and I hope it doesn't fall through the wayside. I hope it doesn't get cancelled, and I hope it doesn't end up in like development hell like a lot of movies do. And I just cross my fingers that it's going to be great. Like I keep saying, imagine Deadpool, but replace a Deadpool with a Ninja Turtle, and that's kind of the movie that we're kind of talking about here. Or if you imagine Hawkeye, you know, when he's the Ronin in the MCU, imagine replacing that with a turtle, where he's just going crazy and like chopping people up. So that's the two kind of things that I imagine when I think of this Last Ronin movie. But there we go, guys. So jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Are you interested in a Last Ronin live-action R-rated project? Do you have any interest? Do you think there's no point? Do you think R-rated Turtles stuff is kind of stupid? Or is it something that you're really, really excited for and hyped for like me? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, put it in the comment section down below. I can't wait to see what you have to say about this. And as always, thank you for checking out my content. It means a lot. And I will see you in the next one.